Good morning, aspirants. Welcome to Daily Current Affairs Analysis of Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 27th April 2025. This is an announcement regarding Shankar IAS Academy's UPSC Prelims mock test for this year Prelims. Interested aspirants can use it. So these are the 5 topics for today's discussion. The first topic about Indo-Bangladesh Ganges Water Treaty. The second topic about the stubble burning. Third one is about deep sea mining by USA. The fourth one is about Indus Water Treaty. The fifth one is about Iran-US relationship with regarding to nuclear enrichment. So these are the 5 topics we are going to discuss in this video. Now let us get into the discussion. Now look at this news. India recently decided to suspend the Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, and this has raised concerns in Bangladesh about the Ganges Water Treaty. So India has signed the Ganges Water Treaty with Bangladesh in 1996, and it is set for renewal in next year, that is 2026. So this suspension of Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, this has raised concerns in Bangladesh about this Ganges Water Treaty, whether India will commit to this Ganges Water Treaty next year. So in this context, let us discuss about this Ganges Water Treaty. This Ganges Water Treaty was signed between India and Bangladesh in 1996 by then Prime Minister PM Dev Gowda and PM Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh. So this treaty aims to ensure the minimum flow to Bangladesh in the lean season, that is from January to May, and it is valid for 30 years and can be renewed by mutual consent after 30 years. So it was signed in 1996 and 30 years has passed, and next year 2026 both countries have to renew this treaty. The main aim of the treaty is equitable sharing at Farakka barrage between the Ganges water, and the both countries have joint rivers commission, each at one country, and they can monitor and investigate about the water flow in the river. So this is about the Indo-Bangladesh Ganges Water Treaty, and there is also another treaty which another river sharing which is a major concern between India and Bangladesh, that is the Teesta river. Now this Teesta river originates in Sikkim, flows through West Bengal and then enters Bangladesh. In 2011, a draft agreement was created between India and Bangladesh about sharing of this Teesta river, and Bangladesh demanded 80% of water sharing of Teesta river with them, and this agreement was stalled and not yet signed or finalized due to opposition from West Bengal government, because West Bengal demanded that they cannot give more than 50% of water sharing to the Bangladesh, because West Bengal need the Teesta water. But Bangladesh still seeks 50%, more than 50% of Teesta river water for their agriculture, because they are facing agricultural stress during the lean season or dry season, and they are accusing that West Bengal government is diverting the Teesta river for their irrigation in northern Bengal. So this is another major point of contention between the water sharing in India and Bangladesh, and this water sharing treaty has yet to be finalized. So already there is a Ganges Water Treaty between both countries, and there is also concern about this Teesta river water sharing. So these are the key issues between India and Bangladesh regarding the water sharing. Now look at this map. The Teesta river originates from Sikkim, flows through northern West Bengal, and then enters into Bangladesh and joins with the Jamuna river, that is Brahmaputra, and then they flow into Bay of Bengal. So this is the Teesta river. Which of the following correctly represents the flow of Teesta river from origin to outfall? The correct answer is option B, Sikkim, West Bengal, Bangladesh, Bay of Bengal. So with this, let us move to the next topic. Now look at this news. The Madhya Pradesh farmers are going to be excluded from the CM Kisan Kalyan scheme if they resort to the stubble burning. So this means the farmers of Madhya Pradesh who continue the practice of stubble burning will not benefit from this Kisan Kalyan scheme, and they will not get the benefits of MSP. So this is announced by the Madhya Pradesh government recently. So in this context, we are going to discuss about this stubble burning and CM Kisan Kalyan scheme. So the Madhya Pradesh government has announced that the farmers who are engaged in stubble burning will not get the benefit of 6,000 annually under the CM Kisan Kalyan scheme, and they will not also get the benefit of MSP for their crops. So this is the news. The Madhya Pradesh government is trying to curtail this, stop this stubble burning practice among the farmers. This is because the stubble burning has led to many environmental degradation like air pollution, soil degradation and loss of fertility in soil. But still the farmers are continuing this practice even after many strict regulations posed by the governments. In this month, that is April 2025 alone, more than 24,000 stubble burning cases have been reported and the penalties have also been imposed. So the government has tracked this data using the CREAMS, which is part of Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and this CREAMS is a space monitoring of stubble burning using the satellite data. So these are the top 3 states involved in stubble burning this year: Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab and Delhi. Year by year from 2021, 2022 to 2024, the stubble burning practice have been decreasing, but still it is a major concern because more farmers are still involved in stubble burning. Now look at this CM Kisan Kalyan scheme. It was launched by Madhya Pradesh government and it is complementing the PM Kisan scheme. So annually the farmers will get the benefit of 6,000 per year and it is paid in installments under direct benefit scheme. So they are paid in DBT scheme, that is direct benefit transfer, and they are paid in installment. So Madhya Pradesh farmers who are landholders will get the benefit of 12,000 per year. So 6,000 from CM Kisan Kalyan scheme and 6,000 from PM Kisan scheme. So stubble burning is a intentional burning of the crop residue after the harvest. So the crops like paddy, wheat, sugarcane and the residues are burnt for the next sowing season in order to clear the field for the sowing season. So this is an easy method for farmers to clear the field for the next sowing season. So this practice adversely impacts the environment by causing the air pollution and soil degradation. So stubble burning is also called as Narawai burning in Madhya Pradesh region and Parali burning in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh region. Now look at this prelims practice question regarding this topic. Which of the following pollutants are primarily released due to the practice of stubble burning? The correct answer is option A, 1, 2 and 3. Particulate matter, nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide. So with this, let us conclude the discussion and move to the next topic. Now look at this article. President Donald Trump has ordered for US deep sea mining. So this move comes after the China's restrictions on export of critical minerals. US heavily depended on the import of critical minerals and now the China has restricted its export of critical minerals. So this adversely impacted the critical minerals availability for USA. So USA is opting out for deep sea mining for this critical minerals. So this is the news, and this move of US to go for the deep sea mining will adversely impact the International Seabed Authority's UNCLOS, which is United Nations Convention for Law of Seas. Since US is not a signatory to this UNCLOS treaty, this will impact the legality of this International Seabed Authority. See, International Seabed Authority is not yet finalized the rules and regulations for deep sea mining, and US is going for the deep sea mining both in domestic waters and also in international waters. So in this context, let us discuss about what is deep sea mining, what is critical minerals, why it is important. See, deep sea mining is mining of critical minerals from the ocean floor. So it is more than 200 meters below the ocean. The deep sea minerals like polymetallic nodules, polymetallic sulfides and cobalt rich crust are mined for the critical minerals. This polymetallic nodules contains minerals like manganese, cobalt, copper and nickel. The polymetallic sulfides contain gold, silver and platinum and other such metals, and cobalt rich crust contains cobalt and nickel. So these are these minerals like manganese, cobalt, nickel, lithium, copper. These are critical minerals and they are required for electric vehicle industry and for battery making. So they also contribute for the renewable energy technologies because most of the countries are now transitioning to the cleaner energy technologies. So critical minerals are very essential for them, and most of the critical energy production is concentrated in country like China, and this is adversely impacting the supply chain of major countries which require the critical minerals. So this is why now US is opting out for the deep sea mining to extract these critical minerals. Now what is impact of deep sea mining? So deep sea mining compared to the terrestrial mining, it is environmentally safer because it does not involve deforestation or it also does not involve the displacement of local communities or tribal communities. So on one hand, the deep sea mining is somewhat environmentally safer compared to the terrestrial mining, but it also has own challenges. Now, why is critical mineral important means the critical minerals are those minerals which are economically and strategically critical to a country. The minerals like lithium, cobalt, nickel, copper, these minerals are not much terrestrially extracted in these countries. So their availability is also very rare, and they are also very important for critical technologies like renewable energy technology and for making electric vehicles, batteries, semiconductors, etc. So this is why critical minerals are very important, and their availability is also very less. So the countries like US is opting out for the deep sea mining. If you look at India's participation in the deep sea mining, India has created a deep ocean mission under Ministry of Earth Sciences, and India's deep ocean mission is involved in producing technologies for deep sea mining. National Institute of Ocean Technology (NIOT) under Ministry of Earth Sciences is a leading institution which is accelerating India's deep sea mining projects. India is currently involved in deep ocean mission for developing the technologies for deep sea mining and also for biodiversity conservation. One major disadvantage of deep sea mining is the disruption of the fragile ecosystem under the ocean bed. So we do not know much about the deep ocean ecosystem, and if we are going for deep sea mining, it might adversely impact the fragile ecosystem in the ocean floor. So this is all about the discussion regarding the deep sea mining and critical minerals. Now look at this MCQ. Consider the following. International Seabed Authority was established under UNCLOS. The area is governed as common heritage. USA is an active member of ISA. Polymetallic nodules are found at shallow depth. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only, because USA is not a signatory of ISA or UNCLOS, and polymetallic nodules are not found at shallow depth but at very depth below 200 meters or at deep ocean floors. So the correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Now look at this article. India has taken many diplomatic actions against Pakistan in response to Pahalgam terror attack. This terror attack was claimed responsible by the luxury Daipa subsidiary, and India, in response to this terror attack, has taken many diplomatic actions against Pakistan. These actions include cancelling the visas of Pakistani nationals, asking them to leave the country, cancelling the diplomatic consulations between the two countries, and closing the integrated checkpoints at Atari in Punjab, and also suspending the Indus water treaty. So these are some of the diplomatic actions taken by India in response to this terror attack. And in response to India's actions, Pakistan has also taken actions which mirrored the India's response. Pakistan also cancelled visas of Indians living in Pakistan. They also suspended the diplomatic relations and restricted the trade. Pakistan said that altering the water flows in Indus means act of war. So they also want that Pakistan government can cancel the Shimla Agreement of 1972. So these are the responses of Pakistan to India's actions. So this is a state of tension between the two countries at present. Now what is this Shimla Agreement of 1972? So this 1972 Shimla Agreement was signed between Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and President Zulfikar Ali Bhutto after 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. The main aim of this agreement is to carry out a ceasefire line in Jammu and Kashmir into the line of control and prohibiting the third party mediation in this conflict. Both parties agreed to renounce the use of forces in this line of control, and both nations agreed to respect each other's territorial integrity and settle their differences through peaceful means. Even though Pakistan is not fully agreeing to this agreement, and they are frequently using the terror groups to carry out attacks on India through indirect means, this agreement is a key to peace between India and Pakistan border. And now Pakistan has warned that this Shimla Agreement of 1972 can be withdrawn by Pakistan. So Pakistan has responded to India's suspension of Indus water treaty. It also warned that altering the water flows in Indus means it is an act of war. This Indus water system is crucial for Pakistan's agriculture and GDP. It contributes to 80% of Pakistan's agriculture system, and it also contributes to 25% of its GDP. So, Indus water system, which includes Indus, Chenab, Ravi, Beast, Satluj rivers, these rivers are crucial to Pakistan's GDP and agriculture. So, altering the water flows in Indus water means it will definitely impact the economy of Pakistan. Now, what are the challenges identified? There is a diplomatic deadlock and reduce the scope for de-escalation. So, both countries have suspended their diplomatic relations, and this might create a very less opportunity for de-escalation through talks. The terrorism infrastructure persists in Pakistan. The terrorist groups who are focused on attacking India are still nurtured by Pakistan's army, and they are not being curtailed by the Pakistan government, and this poses a serious threat for India. So this is a mains question regarding this topic. Interested aspirants can use it. Now let us move on to the next news article discussion. The US-Iran nuclear issue is a central focus of discussions for over 2 decades in the Global Security Forum. In 2015, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, that is JCPOA, was signed, and this was unilaterally withdrawn by US in 2018 by President Donald Trump, and this has increased uranium enrichment by Iran. So this uranium enrichment by Iran has created tensions among the Middle East countries due to the regional security threat. So in this context, let us discuss about this US-Iran relationship regarding the nuclear enrichment. The Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action agreement was signed in 2015, and this agreement between Iran and the P5 countries, that is US, UK, France, Russia, China and Germany. So this agreement aims to limit the Iran's nuclear enrichment process and to curtail Iran's nuclear enrichment to weapon grade. So Iran can only use the uranium for peaceful levels for energy generation. So this is the aim of this agreement. But in 2018, US has unilaterally withdrawn from this agreement, and this has allowed Iran to stack up more uranium for creating weapon. Now what is happening now? That is 2025 talks are going on with Iran, and 2 rounds of diplomacy have occurred, one in Muscat in Oman and another one in Rome. So Oman is acting as a mediator for these talks with Iran. Israel has also been pushing for military strike on Iran, and this Israel's push for military strike is being stopped by US for now. Iran has indicated its willingness to roll back the enrichment if the sanctions are lifted by US. So this is the present situation with Iran's nuclear enrichment. Now if US and Iran decided to withdraw the sanctions and roll back to the past treaty, it can revive the diplomacy on the nuclear enrichment, and this is very significant for regional security. The nuclear non-proliferation prevents a nuclear armed Iran, and thereby it prevents a domino effect of nuclear proliferation across the Middle East. It will also restore the diplomatic trust with Iran, and it creates a regional stability and security. It can avoid all-out conflict between Iran and US-Israel bloc. Israel is already pushing for the military strike on Iran, so it can lead to regional stability in the region, and it can contribute to the de-escalation of proxy conflicts. That is, Iran is concentrated on Yemen and Iraq. So these proxy conflicts can be de-escalated. So these are the important significance of this agreement between US and Iran on curtailing the Iran's nuclear enrichment. So this is a mains question regarding this topic. Interested aspirants can use it. With this, let us conclude the discussion. With this, we have come to the end of the discussion. If you like the video, please share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.